Have you ever heard a whisper in the night that chilled you to the bone? Or looked at an ancient artifact and felt a wave of dread wash over you? Today, we're diving into the shadowy world of curses, relics of a time when words were believed to hold immense power and ancient warnings promised doom to those who dared to defy them. This is Dark Facts for Dummies, the creepiest curses in history. Buckle up, because you're in for a terrifying ride. Let's kick things off with one of history's most infamous curses, the curse of King Tut. In 1922, when Howard Carter unearthed the boy king's tomb, the world celebrated the discovery of treasures beyond imagination. But soon, celebration turned to fear. Within months, Lord Carnarvon, Carter's financial backer, fell victim to a sudden fever and died under mysterious circumstances. Newspapers were quick to label it the curse of the pharaohs. While many of the expedition's members did live long lives, over 24 deaths have been connected to the team, most involving unusual or abrupt circumstances. Coincidence? Or something more sinister? Next, let's travel to Italy, to a place you probably wouldn't expect, the gorgeous town of Naples. There, you'll find a centuries-old artifact known as the Cursed Chair of Bacciocchi. Legend has it that anyone who sits on this seemingly harmless piece of furniture meets a grim fate. Bought by an unsuspecting family centuries ago, one by one, its owners succumbed to accidents and untimely deaths. To this day, locals avoid even being near the chair, and it's kept under display in a sealed glass case. They say if you stare too long, you'll feel the weight of its curse creeping into you. On the other side of the world, we encounter something deceptively mundane, a diamond. But not just any diamond. The notorious Hope Diamond. Weighing in at 45.2 carats, this dazzling blue gem has captivated humankind for centuries. First unearthed in India, it was reportedly stolen from a temple statue. The deity's wrath, as legend suggests, has shadowed the gem ever since. King Louis XVI and then Marie Antoinette owned the diamond before their eventual beheadings. Others, like Henry Philip Hope, lent the diamond its name, but wasn't spared from ruin. While it currently rests in the Smithsonian, the lore of its curse lingers, whispering to all who gaze upon its beauty. Now, let's talk about a curse locked within the pages of history, the tombstone totem inscription. During the American westward expansion, pioneers came across granite cliffs marked with native warnings. One particular inscription translated to mean, "He who disturbs this site shall die a gruesome death." Though dismissed as superstition, the first group to remove artifacts reportedly suffered violent accidents, illness, and one heartbreaking poisoning in the group. Creepy trails of victims linked with the desecration of ancient lands followed this curse through ages, and its stories persist in the historical record. And then there's the 27 Club. Different from relics or ancient carvings, this curse is a modern enigma. Why do brilliant musicians and artists, such as Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison all share the tragic fate of dying at the age of 27. Some say it's the price of genius, others, something more intangible but hauntingly eerie. Could success come bound at a cost defying logic, destined to end in catastrophe? But if you think curses are solely tied to objects or professions, think again. The curse of the Iceman will change your mind. Let's see. A Stone Age mummy discovered high in the Alps in 1991 has a backstory steeped in paranoia. Those involved in uncovering or researching the Iceman's frozen remains are said to be plagued with untimely deaths and strange illnesses. DNA tests have shown Ötzi met a violent end himself, pierced by arrows, leading some to believe his spirit seeks vengeance to this day. 7 people linked to his discovery have perished under grim and bizarre circumstances. Coincidence? Maybe. But the sheer statistics are heavy enough to bury doubt in any skeptic. While we're at it, let's head to Japan for the chilling tale of the Yotsuya Kaidan. Back in the Edo period, a woman named Oiwa was betrayed and poisoned by her unfaithful husband. Stricken with agony as her hair fell in clumps and her skin decayed, she sought her revenge from the grave. Her ghostly legend grew so terrifying over the years that even now, theaters depicting her story perform ancient rituals before opening night to protect the actors and crew. It's said ignoring this precaution has previously led to on-set tragedies. Finally, we traverse time one last time to unearth the cursed Roman ring, a lesser-known artifact, but one surrounded by eerie tales. This silver ring, inscribed with archaic warnings about betrayal, allegedly inspired Tolkien's legendary One Ring in The Lord of the Rings. Coincidences draw even the most skeptical into questioning its role in bizarre deaths associated with people who claimed pointlessly to borrow its luck. It disappeared from the public eye after 1943, heightening its aura as a mysterious, unyielding shadow of doom. To pull ourselves out of the abyss, let's ask questions. How do curses hold power across cultures and generations? Some believe it's the collective fear humans pour into their narratives, spiraling into real psychological chaos. Others argue there's no such thing as curses, only self-fulfilling prophecies and superstitions stretching assumptions into fabricated proof. Either way, humans have always attached an enormous sense of awe, fear, and mystery to the unknown. So the next time you come across an ancient artifact or an eerie tale warning you off, will you ignore the hint and tempt fate? Or walk away, leaving mystery and morbid speculation in their rightful wake? The shadows of the past leave one lasting truth. Sometimes words can indeed hold terrifying power. Thank you for diving into another chilling episode of Dark Facts for Dummies. Until next time, keep questioning the whispers and turning over dark stories hidden in plain sight. We'll dig even deeper next week, uncovering even more hair-raising truths from history's shadows.